So our company is called MFTSE, which stands for My Financial to Socioeconomic Affairs. Our website originally was and is named finance-eco-money. Basically, our audience is the general public. These are articles which are written by us as editors, but can also be written by any member of the general public. It's about everything socio-economic, really, and about everything which is ecological as well, because that's included in the socio-economics. There were also areas like startup, where we want to promote startups and actually how you might fund a startup and this kind of thing. And we even have our own library, which is basically different papers and documents relative to the different subjects that we've had or we speak about. Anybody can add to the library. We are a community, and the second main area, apart from writing articles, is about simply discussing with one another, exchanging our ideas and information. There are three other important ways of viewing this. We talk about the world of change, and our mission is to help reduce extreme poverty. Some of the things you heard in the film are repeated here. In particular, the world of learning. This is where we want to concentrate particularly on better financial literacy for everybody. And then we have a third area, which is the world of action. And here we're actually offering, in this case, a first free tool to enable you to manage your own personal affairs. Because if you remember, it's called My Financial to Socioeconomic Affairs. So we realize that we want to give you something else, not just social networking, but on our site you can actually, for example, create your own portfolio, see what you're worth today. Maybe you're worth 500, and in 10 years' time, what will you be worth? Anticipating building a funds matrix. One of our pet subjects is that we believe, and I've actually written an article about this also, which was published in Chronicle. We believe in the idea that Luxembourg will become a very important centre for microfinance, and that we will do that in a similar way to the way we have been successful with funds. And that's simply by putting the regulation into place, but a good flexible regulation, not a huge Basel III type regulation, which ties everybody down and restricts people, but a new flexible regulation. And this way we can boost Luxembourg's participation in terms of microfinance to help the poor, and we can do that on top of the fact that we are already, you may not know, we are already #1 in the world for microfinance funds. So in fact, we've got 60% of the funds which are used in microfinance here in Luxembourg through the Luxembourg MIVs. Our second phase going live is to work on enabling people to make choices about the funds they would invest in on one side, and working on microfinance on the other. And there's a third thing, which is about improving security and ID, again for Europe, maybe in Luxembourg to create something like an identity bank, which would get away from the problems of that people have and fears about losing identity. A little card holder. It's our freebie. Thank you for coming. Actually, you can get it from if you want to join the website anyway. But it's all about actually ID protection, because it's protecting you from. If you put your credit card in there, you won't get charged if you go through a barrier. What we try to do is promote everything which is good in terms of socio-economics and ecology. So one of the other things that if you take out a premium membership to the site eventually, you can get a free solar charger.